you understand why guys would have a problem with a woman with a high body count, though? Do you understand the logic behind it?
I think it's insecurity. That's where it comes from. I think it's insecurity. That's where it comes from. Like, do they really want to have a woman that is just a virgin? Because she's not going to be good, and she's going to have no experience.
They don't need you to be good, though.
Jesus Christ.
You're a feminist doing that's empowering, yet you're relying on creepy, disgusting men who think you are disgusting and trash to ironically pay your bills, which is probably the most degrading thing in the entire world. Whereas actually, if you were in an office, it would be a lot less degrading. You could actually have respect in an office. And do not get offended when you come into the dating pool and dating world and you are seen as a low-value woman. In my eyes, you are. In every man's eyes, you are. And don't get offended when people don't want to marry you, don't want you to be their girlfriend. You're going to hit the real world eventually. It's just a matter of time. And no one with any level of, like, a brain would ever respect someone who does that.
There's a lot to unpack there.
I don't go on the internet and expect people not to judge me. You cannot be a sex worker and expect people not to judge you.
I agree with that.
So just don't complain about the outcome. Go get your bag.
Yes.
And then deal with no one thinking that you're a valuable human, and also bringing just shame to your family name as well.
A lot of guys are socially awkward.
I think you're a bit ignorant to like the average guy's experience. Consider this, right? Most guys, the average guy today, his granddad had to put in a quarter of the work to get the kind of woman that is 4 times as amazing as the woman he's attracted.
Oh, you're talking about
his grandmother was an amazing woman and a very, very feminine, natural woman, and his granddad really didn't have to do the kind of work he has to do right now as a young man in the Western world.
So you're talking about Hoeflation.
Yes, it's Hoeflation.
Hoeflation. So modern men have to work 5 times harder than their grandfathers did for women 20 times worse than what their grandmothers were.
If you're dating a girl and you go to a bar and there's 5 other guys in the bar, they're like, yeah, I smashed her too. Yeah, me too, bro. That wouldn't do anything.
I mean, if she's with you now, like, why do you care? There's like this weird type of like adversarial views on sex that I really fucking hate, where it's like a guy's goal is to get sex from a woman. And when you do that, you've kind of like dominated her and you've won. Not only have I fucked her, in a way, I've kind of fucked her over because I'm adding to the notches on my belt that's making me look good. And I'm fucking her over that makes her look like a whore. Makes her look bad. And that type of like really adversarial view of like men trying to fuck women over through sex, I hate that.
Does it surprise you that Destiny be white knighting for women, right? Just look at him. He looks like the kind of guy that was a complete loser in high school, and the only way he could get praise from women is by protecting them in their bad behavior, right? Sticking up for them and their bad behavior, right? I mean, just look at his own personal relationship, right? His wife, his girlfriend is allowed to sleep with other men in the name of equality, right? In the name of feminism and freedom, because her being promiscuous with other men makes her equal to men, right? Her being promiscuous with other men is freedom. I mean, come on, catch a break, right? He seems like a smart guy, or he's just a well-spoken guy, but clearly he's a white liberal. And white liberals let their girls sleep with other men in the name of equality.
I would refer to myself as a slut. Oh. Like, well, if going out on a date with a guy makes me a slut, then that's just what I'm going to be.
I don't think going out on a date makes you a slut, but having sex with different men makes you a slut.
Well, what does it make you if you have sex with different women?
A slut maker.
A slut maker. Oh, wow.
Isn't that amazing? Okay, right now we're on the corner of Hill and 6th Street in downtown Los Angeles talking to the sluts. It is Slut Day. What's your name?
Emmanuel.
Emmanuel. Do your parents know that you support sluts?
Yeah.
And how do you feel about that?
I'm grown.
That what they would tell you?
No.
Oh, what would they say?
I don't know.
A safe space for women to do what they want, dress how they want to, and I think that's so important, so that's why I'm here.
Are you a slut?
Yes, I am a slut.
And what it means to be a slut?
It means you're sexually liberated and you feel sexually liberated and you do what you want without feeling ashamed. It's more about yourself, and if guys don't respect you, that's a guy problem. That's not your problem.
Are you?
Promiscuity is a thing with us with BPD. History of cheating on our significant others. Hate to say it, but it is a problem. I personally have had, not with my current relationship, but my previous relationships, I've had, and that's just the sad fact, unfortunately. So I was just being reckless, and I had no idea that I was dealing with these problems, and I was just doing reckless things and hurting other people, and it is sad that I did that, but I can't change the past, so fuck it. A lot of people with BPD have reckless sex, so they'll sleep with a lot of different people. Impulsivity happens. So luckily for me, I haven't had a lot of partners. I can count on 2 hands the amount of partners that I've had, which is good. So, I mean, for me, I feel like that's good.
Okay, well, you said women are more promiscuous than men. That's not true.
It's 100% true.
It's not true.
100% true.
It's not true.
However, the difference is women have more access to being promiscuous because it's very easy for women to get laid, whereas it's rather difficult for men to get laid, relatively speaking, comparatively speaking. So less men have access to hookup culture. So there are more women who engage in hookup culture who are promiscuous than there are men.
I mean, can you say it again?
Do you understand why guys would have a problem with a woman with a high body count, though? Do you understand the logic behind it?
I think it's insecurity. That's where it comes from. I think it's insecurity. That's where it comes from.
Excellent.
Like, do they really want to have a woman that is just a virgin? Because she's not going to be good, and she's going to have no experience.
They don't need you to be good, though.
That's so boring. Isn't that
It's
boring?
not boring.
That's so boring.
I'll tell you what,
That's
it's not
so
boring.
it just sounds transactional to me. It just sounds so boring. I don't know.
That's very strange to me. It sounds transactional for a virgin.
I like you
to
because
be
you
with a man
haven't
who
been
has
with anyone.
experience.
It's like you haven't been with anyone. That's why I like you. I think that's crazy. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me at all.
Well, you can understand, first of all, if they're religious, that comes from a different place, right? So
Yeah,
if that's
of course, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So guys that are alpha guys that are, want to be, head of households and consider themselves leaders and want to, provide for their women, and they don't find it unattractive that a woman would have inexperience, because they feel like, what's going to make that experience in the bedroom so powerful is not that she can bounce off the walls or knows all these tricks or knows all these sexual things and look, she's doing something like out of a porno. That's not what's appealing to them. What's appealing is that she's really excited to be there for him. She's present. She's loyal. She's committed. And he doesn't need her to be an acrobat. He just needs her to be loyal. So that's where they're coming from. It's not appealing. The sexual promiscuity actually is a turnoff, because then that means if she's doing all this stuff, she got a lot of practice with all these other guys. That's not special to me anymore. That's somebody who's more likely to cheat or stray.
Are we talking about sex or dating?
Sex. I'm talking about sex.
Yeah, but I'm going to assume that they're probably dating. If she's gone to that step, they're probably dating, right?
Probably. I mean, you never know. Yeah, probably.
Yeah. It doesn't make sense to me.
You don't see that a body count.
No, because if she's picked to be with you after all these guys, isn't that special because she picked you instead of all these other guys?
Women, I need you to hear me and hear me clear. I do not need you to sleep with a bunch of men before you date me. Okay? I don't need other men to train you how to do nasty, perverted stuff before you come and date me. Okay? I think that's disgusting. I think that is gross. This idea that this woman believes that I need you to go blow this guy, go blow that guy, get railed by this guy before I date you is ridiculous. I'd rather date you before all of them. I'd rather date a virgin. I don't care that a girl is good at blowjobs and sex. I'm disgusted by it. That's gross. Okay? I'd rather train you. I'd rather lead you. Okay? You don't need to come with experience for this job. This job requires no experience, and women don't understand that, right? Women think men are just so perverted. They want a really good blowjob, right? Me and my boy used to say this in college. Good blowjob, bad girl, okay? That means she done some nasty things in her life, okay? We rather train you. Okay, I want to see you sucking that head and me helping you get better. That's what I'd rather see. Okay, but women don't understand that. I understand. They're feminists, they're modern women, they're low value, and they are suffering from Hoeflation. Okay, in fact, the whole world is suffering from Hoeflation. It's really sad because a lot of men now have to pay a higher price for low quality women, right? It's like paying brand new car prices for a car that doesn't work. It's used, it's run down, the leather inside is all torn apart, and you got to pay a brand new price for it. I'm not thinking about that. I don't want that. Not at all. All right. But that's my video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. The channel's blowing up. I appreciate you guys. More content coming soon. Until next time, people, peace.